Good day, my name is Cheree, and today I'll be reflecting on the Technology Integrated Life Skills lesson I designed for Grade 3. The topic of the lesson is insects and focused on helping students understand the characteristics, identify the body parts, and explore the way in which insects can be both helpful and harmful to humans. To guide the lesson, I developed 3 objectives based on Bloom's taxonomy. Firstly, at the remember level, students were required to identify and name the 3 body parts. Secondly, at the analyze level, students compared insects to other small creatures and identified the features that made them unique. Finally, at the evaluate level, students were assessed using a digital quiz that required them to make judgments about the insect characteristics and their impact on people and the environment. The lesson was divided into 3 phases, each incorporating different ICT tools to support learning. During the introduction phase, I played a YouTube video on a smart TV. The video served as an engaging way to activate students' prior knowledge and introduce the topic. After the video, students participated in a class discussion where they shared facts they remembered before completing a drawing activity to reinforce their understanding. In the development phase, I used the PowerPoint presentation containing images, explanations, and videos to expand my students' knowledge and introduce an observation activity. The students then worked collaboratively on laptops to complete a word wall sorting game I created. In this activity, they had to classify different creatures as either insects or non-insects based on their physical features. Finally, they revisited and analyzed the drawings they had made earlier, making improvements to their drawings based on what they had learned. This encouraged discussion, critical thinking, and active participation. The consolidation phase consisted of an individual assessment using Kahoot. Learners answered questions about the lesson content on individual laptops, allowing me to assess their understanding immediately while also keeping them engaged through gamified learning experiences. When analyzing these ICT tools using the SMART model, each tool served a different purpose. The YouTube video functioned at a substitution level because it replaced the traditional teacher explanation without significantly changing the task. The PowerPoint presentation operated at the augmentation level because it enhanced the lesson through visuals that wouldn't be possible with traditional chalkboards. The word wall activity represented modification because it transformed a simple sorting exercise into an interactive activity that provided immediate feedback and encouraged collaboration. Finally, Kahoot demonstrated redefinition because it changed the assessment process entirely by providing instant results and allowing me to identify student gaps within my classroom. Throughout the lesson, my role shifted from being the main source of information to acting as a facilitator who guided and supported my learners during digital activities. At the same time, learners became active participants in their learning, watching videos and recalling information, completing creative worksheets, and participating in group activities, sorting activities, and online quizzes. These activities developed their teamwork skills, academic knowledge, and computer literacy skills. Upon reflecting on the effectiveness of the lesson, I found that Wordwall and Kahoot significantly increased student engagement and motivation because the activities were interactive and enjoyable. The immediate feedback provided by these tools also helped students to identify and correct mistakes quickly. However, there were some challenges, including the possibility of unreliable internet connection. To improve this lesson in the future, I would prepare offline alternatives and preload digital resources to minimize disruptions. To ensure inclusivity in my lesson, I provided clear prompts to guide my students who required additional assistance. I also supported understanding through a variety of visual aids like YouTube videos, images, and real insects during my observation activity. For more advanced learners, I created a worksheet that required greater independence and creativity, and classroom discussions and observations where they could share their knowledge and encourage peer learning. By incorporating visual, auditory, and kinesthetic elements, I was able to create an inclusive learning environment that supported all learners, no matter their learning style or needs. Thank you for watching my reflection.